So NationBuilder, when I said this is the gospel of Mike Dennis, NationBuilder is where Mike Dennis now works. NationBuilder is a CRM. It's used by the National Green Party and many state parties throughout the country. Though largely due to cost, there has been a move away from it in recent years. So pros, it's an all-in-one platform. It's got a wide range of features. It handles your website. It takes your donation. It gives you your volunteer intake forms, and it's all integrated into their database. They are a database first platform, right? They are database engineers who then started build. This is where the master of none comes in. They are a master of databases, and then they started kind of piling other features on top. So like their web design is not great, things like that. They are designed specifically for political and advocacy work. That means they're well integrated with useful campaign data. They can help you with things like voter rolls and automatically IDing what districts your contacts are in and things like that. And because they're widely used in the Green Party, there's a decent support. They have a good support system anyway. As a paying customer, you get tech support. But in the Green Party, because it's so widely used, there's people around who can give you a little more personal help. You can dive in a little deeper. I am not one of those people. I am one of the main advocates for leaving NationBuilder. But that said, I know a lot of really good people in the party who are really good at NationBuilder. The cons, like I said, not all features are equal. Some features such as web design are lacking. In the web design department, they break with industry norms. They have their own way of doing things, which means if you're like me and you spent 2 decades doing web design on and off, my 2 decades of experience doesn't easily transfer into NationBuilder. It's incredible, which is incredibly frustrating. Because they're so good at databases, it can be overwhelming, right? Every little thing that happens gets a tag. So you could have activists with hundreds of tags. Every time they phone banked, they got a tag. So if you've got an active phone banker, now you've got 100 phone bank tags with very specific, information, and it may not necessarily easily show up if you just say who phone banks, because they're all unique. It's not overly user friendly, especially on the web side, and it's expensive. This is the primary reason that Greens are moving away from it. You pay based on how many contacts you have in your database. So the more you grow, the more expensive it becomes. The Green Party US, for example, can't afford to load their whole database at once. So we have offline databases, and they swap lists at predetermined times so that they don't get pinged for having more users when the billing day comes. And the same thing, when I don't know what happened in 2020, but I know in the past with presidential campaigns, when the party got those presidential campaigns lists from the campaign when it was over, they couldn't load them all in. They were too big. So we're pricing ourselves out of this system. Obviously, if we were effectively fundraising through this system, that might not matter. But in Illinois, especially, we moved away in particular for cost reasons.